Most people think getting healthy means overhauling everything at once, cutting carbs, meal prepping every Sunday, tracking every calorie. But the truth is, there are a handful of simple principles that do all the heavy lifting. Today, I'm sharing 3 of them. These aren't hacks, these are fundamentals. And when you apply them correctly, everything else is going to get easier. Let's get into it. Tip number 1 is something I actually want you to try right now. It's called the pause. And it's the single most powerful tool for stopping reactive eating in its tracks. You know the moment. It's 9 p.m. You're tired. You've had a long day of work. You're not even hungry, but something is pulling you towards the kitchen. And before you even realize it, you're halfway through a bag of chips. That's reactive eating, and almost everyone does it. Step 1 is pause. You find yourself walking to the kitchen. Pause before you open the cabinet. Just stop. Don't reach for anything. Just stop. Step 2, breathe. One nice inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Step 3, think. Observe what's actually going on. Am I physically hungry right now? Or am I simply stressed, bored, anxious? Maybe I'm just tired. Naming what you're feeling is going to take a lot of the power away. Then decide, how many of this thing am I actually going to eat? Do I even need this at all? Make the decision before you stop mindlessly eating it. Step 4, act. Whatever you decided in the think part of this, do that and only that. Then walk away. Here's what's happening in those 10 seconds. You're moving from your reactionary brain to your intentional brain. Most overeating and late night snacking isn't about hunger, it's about reaction. This pause is going to give you just enough space to make the choice that you actually want to make, one that aligns with your health goals. This is so much better than choosing what the craving is trying to make you do. Tip number 2, whatever you eat first in the day sets the tone for the entire day. And I mean that literally, chemically, hormonally, metabolically. Here's what's happening in your body. The first thing you put in your mouth is going to determine all your neurotransmitters that you're going to produce during the day. This is what your brain is going to produce to keep you focused and in a positive mood. When your first meal is protein rich, it gives your brain the raw materials it needs to make dopamine and acetylcholine. These are the chemicals responsible for focus, drive, and motivation. When your first meal is mostly carbs, you get a surge of serotonin. That's good if you want to go to sleep and make you tired. It can be great at bedtime, but it's not so great when you're trying to be sharp at 9 a.m. On top of that, starting with protein in the morning is going to stabilize your blood sugar all day long. Stable blood sugar means no mid-morning crash, no 3 p.m. fog, no random trips to the vending machine because you have cravings pop up. It's like you're setting the thermostat for the whole day and you're setting it up for success. Here's the practical piece though. This doesn't mean you can't have pancakes or a bagel. It just means lead with protein first. If you remember this one key aspect of nutrition, lead with protein first at every meal, you are going to have a strong metabolic foundation. Having brunch? Start with 2 eggs before the pancakes. Having a bagel? Throw some salmon on there. Making a morning smoothie? Make sure it's got protein powder in there. That single habit of protein first. It's this positive domino effect all day. Better blood sugar, better focus, fewer cravings, better choices all day long. One decision that makes every other choice easier. Tip 3 ties everything together mentally. And it's honestly the reason why people either stick to their diet long term or they fall off or give up. Here's the rule. 90% whole, real, minimally processed foods. Not 100%, 90%. We are not after perfection, but why does 90% even matter? If you aim for perfection, any small slip up is gonna feel like failure. And that failure spiral is what derails so many people. But 90% leaves some room to be fit and happy, to make this sustainable and doable long term. It leaves room to be human. Room for some birthday cake with family or friends. The dinner out with friends. The vacation. Here's the question I want you to start asking before every meal. Is what I'm about to eat right now moving me closer to my health goals? The answer does not need to be 100% yes, but anything above 90% and you're moving ahead quickly. Every answer should not be a yes to this question. We are not robots. But just asking the question changes your perspective and how you look at meals. It goes from being reactive to being intentional. Now, the second part of this tip is actually how good habits actually stick long term. And it comes down to dopamine. Your brain is wired to repeat behaviors that get rewarded. That's it. When you eat something salty, sugary, or fatty, it signals calories to the brain. And when you do this, especially at night, you get this dopamine hit. The brain files that away and says, hey, do that again. Over time, these cravings get stronger and stronger because you've eaten that food, the brain has picked up on the calories and the little blood sugar spike, and it rewards that activity. Over time, the cravings for these salty, sugary treats has simply gotten stronger and stronger because it's been rewarded over and over again. So here's how you flip it. Let's say it's after dinner and you feel that pull to eat those snacks or those sugary treats. Instead, you're gonna make a cup of decaf tea. That part's easy. You've interrupted the pattern, you've inserted something new that's actually empowering, that's gonna actually move you ahead and actually gonna serve you. But here's the part that most people skip. You have to reward the tea in the same way that you were rewarding the sugary or sweet snacks. And what I mean by this is a genuine mental acknowledgement. It's a quiet, I chose the right thing, a mental fist pump, a moment where you consciously connect that new action that actually serves you with your goals and where you're going in the future. You create your own dopamine feel-good feeling to that new healthy choice, and that is the reward your brain is looking for. You're rewarding the new action and it's gonna get reinforced. You are literally rewiring the habit in real time. Now, this is not a do it once kind of thing. You have to keep practicing it. It's like a shower. You can't take one and be good for the month. You have to keep doing it, but it's like a muscle. Any muscle that you train is gonna get stronger and gonna develop. It's gonna become easier and more automatic. So the more you do this, the more automatic it's gonna become. And eventually you're not fighting these cravings anymore because your brain has learned the better choice feels good too. So there you have it. The 4-step pause to stop reactive eating cold. Lead with protein at your first meal and aim for 90% whole, real, minimally processed foods. And reward yourself for every good choice. You don't need to do all 3 of these at once. Pick the one that feels the most doable for you this week and start there. Because small, consistent action done over time is how real change happens. If this was useful, hit subscribe. I put out videos like this every week. And drop a comment below. Which one of these 3 are you trying first? I read every single one. I'll see you next time.